Hello, everyone. So, as we get ready for a sun and star assessment on Monday here, I want to review the life cycle of stars. Okay, so it's fresh in our head. So today, as you created a constellation, and I hope you had fun with it, it should be an easy assignment to help your science grade. But I know from teaching science, stars are pretty hard. So as we get ready for our assessment on Monday, I want to review the life cycle of stars. Okay, so if we follow the arrows, they begin as a nebula, which is a cloud of gas and dust. Then we move to an average star. That is our sun. Remember, it's medium, it's yellow, it stays in the main sequence right here for most of its life cycle. Then eventually it will become a red giant. Remember, red in the star world is not that hot in as we talk about stars, even though we think red equals fire and hot. Then it can become a planetary nebula, then a white dwarf. Or it can become as it is a nebula, maybe a massive star, red supergiant, maybe an explosion, which we call a supernova, then it has potential to become a neutron star or a black hole. Okay. Also in our book, After the Nebula, it does become a tiny little protostar before it becomes this average star. Okay. So since that's fresh in your head, I want you guys in your head, as I read these task cards, think about what the answer is. I'll give you some thinking time before I state the answer. So we're going to do 8. And I'm hoping at this point of the game here, you're getting a 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 8. And that's a great indication you'll do well on Monday's test. Number 1, a big cloud of dust and gas where all stars begin. We call that the solar system, the galaxy, nebula, or universe. And the answer is C as in cat, nebula, nebula. Number 2, stars are made of which two elements mainly? A, hydrogen and helium, B, hydrogen and oxygen, C, nitrogen and helium, or D, nitrogen and oxygen. We heard this in our books, brain pops, videos. What's the main 2 elements? It is A as in apple, hydrogen and helium. Number 3, what happens during the main sequence? Main sequence. That's where stars are in most of its life. A, the helium is fused into heavy elements. B, that's when the star explodes. C, hydrogen fuses into helium. Or D, a star is born out of gas and dust. During this life cycle phase, the answer is C. C as in cat. Hydrogen fuses into helium, which means combines. Number 4, what is the stage where a massive star explodes? Explodes and releases a lot of energy. It's when the star is so massive, so powerful and hot. Does it become a red supergiant? Is that the supernova? Is that when it becomes a black hole, or is that when it's in its main sequence? It is B as in boy, supernova. Hopefully you guys are doing well here. Number 5, in about 5 billion years, our sun is going to grow 100 times its size in the next phase. So after the main sequence, that's where our sun is. What will it become next? A supernova, potentially a neutron star, a white dwarf, or a red giant? We're talking billions of years, everybody. The answer is D as in dog, a red giant. And number 6, what color are the hottest stars in the star world? Blue/white, yellow, blue, or red? In the star world, it is A, blue/white. Blue's extremely hot, and they don't stay that color for long, okay? But when it's blue with some white, that's even more powerful and more hot, okay? Number 7, what is the name of the process? We read about this. It was in Brain Pops. That takes place when stars combine their lighter elements and turn them into heavier. Nuclear fission, con